Hi friends, welcome back to your regular practice. So today is the first day of June. We're halfway through the year. Time flies so fast. Um, so we'll be going for an easy practice this evening. I think it's important to always go back to your practice and ask yourself how you have been doing so far, checking in from time to time. So maybe in the night's practice, we can um, look at our practice from that perspective and see what we have been doing so far in terms of improving our practice, in terms of improving ourselves whenever we step on the mat, and maybe also creating space continuously for ourselves every time we step on the mat and off the mat as well, by harnessing what is more important every time we have the chance to practice yoga, whether we are practicing kindness as well towards ourselves, whether we are being gentle with the way we approach the shapes in our practice. So it's always nice to look back and reflect on these things. And I hope you can join me in doing that tonight. So as we go through the flow in the next 60 minutes of your practice. So let's begin in your Vajrasana. So I'm sitting here pressing my shin bones against the mat, and I'm pressing my hips against my heels, okay, flushing out the tops of my feet. But if this is too much, the option, you can always curl the toes under, come a bit higher, okay? Or if you have a pillow or a block, you can, okay, bring it under and sit on it instead so that your hips are higher than your knees, okay? Just try to sit comfortably there, maybe making some adjustments here and there until you find that sweet spot in your seated posture, okay? Just gently lay your hands on top of your knees or your thighs, palms down maybe, or not, okay? Soften the elbows, or bring the shoulders to the back so that you're not caving in. Maybe at this point you might want to close your eyes and just breathe. Just enjoy your breath at this point. As I said, we're halfway through the year, so it's always nice to take a breath. We have done so much the past 5 months. So sit back and relax and just enjoy what you have done so far. And if you are like the next person where you feel the need to prepare right away for what is coming next for you all throughout the rest of the year, maybe take this opportunity to just, appreciate where you are, appreciate the present moment. You've come a long, long way. So just relish this first. Just allow yourselves to breathe. Just try to make your breath longer and more expansive every time you inhale. And every time you exhale, softer, much more relaxed than before. So as you bring softness through your body, or to your body through your breath, allow softness to also happen in your mind and in your heart. Just gently allowing things to melt down or melt away. Allow things to dissipate. Let the breath wash over you. Every time we have the opportunity to step on the mat, there's always an opportunity for us to check in on our breath. And hopefully, if we continue to do that in our practice, we get to implement it as well in our daily life, in our daily activities, wherein when we feel that we are so rushed with how we live our lives, we recall and we remember that we can always step back, pause, and breathe. One more breath here, maybe. Bring your hands to your heart space. Bow down. You can dedicate your practice to an intention, or set up an intention for your practice tonight. You can even dedicate it to a person, a loved one maybe, a person who needs the dedication the most. Breathing in and breathing out. One more. Inhale and exhale. Chin up, open your eyes, release your hands to the side. Let's begin. Inhale. Arms reach out to the side and over your head. Stretch. Then as you exhale, release your hands to your heart space, all the way down to the sides again. One more time. Inhale. Feeling expansive here. Then as you exhale, feeling relaxed. One more. Hold it here. Then as you exhale, release your right hand down. One more breath. Inhale, side stretch. Now from your side stretch, we circle the arm all the way down to the side and up and over. Two more times. So just a gentle circle there first. Doesn't have to be big at this point. Hold it here. Open your chest just a little bit more. Maybe gaze up to the ceiling if you can. Otherwise, just bring your gaze down. For 3, for 2, for 1. Come back to the center, please. Release your left hand to your right knee. Bring your right hand behind. Just go for a seated twist. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to the center. Reach your arm across the chest. And bring your left arm under. Okay? Open and close your hands here. Gently stretching your right shoulder along the way. Feel that stretch. And then release. Okay, let's do everything on the other side. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Circling the arms all the way up. Then releasing everything down. 1 more. Side stretch. Left hand lowers down. Inhale 1 more time. Exhale, C shape. So notice you're still pressing your hips against your heels. You try to stay in the midline. Remember the circles. 3 times here. At your own pace. No rush. Slowly release the posture. Release your right hand as well. Your left knee, left hand reaches back. Inhale. Okay, come away and twist. 1 more. release. Left arm, right arm under. And then release. Okay? Release the seated posture as well. Let's face the right side of your mat. Set your knees wide apart. Toes touch. Bumps to your heels. Once again, reach your arms forward. Child's pose. Breathe in. Chest lifts. Breathe out. Chest lowers down. A few more times of this on your own. Stay here in your child's pose first. You can lower the elbows down if it's too much for the shoulders at this point. Or you can just generously stretch your arms forward. Go ahead, okay? Do whatever feels good for your body tonight. Let's all come up to your all fours. So adjusting the knees, the feet, the hands, the shoulders, okay? Just your regular cat and cow here. Exhale. Exhale. One more here. And come back to neutral. Then walk your hands forward. Stay with your hips above your knees, okay? Chest lifts, then as you exhale, just lower the chest as far as you can go, okay? You can also reach with your head down. Inhale. Exhale. So a few more rounds of this, again, on your own. You can always go less or go more, depending on how you feel at this point in your practice. Remember to always check in with your feelings, lessen your thoughts tonight. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2. We'll come back up, walk the hands back, tabletop pose, okay? Now from here, stretch your left leg out to the side, lower your left foot down, release your toes all the way back down, and push your hips towards your heel. Reach your chest forward once again, and then repeat. So small movements here first, allowing the hips to open up, stretching the groin, stretching your adductors there. Back up, just changes here. Pick up your back toes, or rather your toes. Then lift your right knee off the mat. Adjust the hands so that you're doing your downward facing dog. A wider version of your downward facing dog. So one foot is on top of the mat, the other foot is outside the mat, and that's okay. Just breathe. Try to bring your chest closer to your thighs. Try to point your tailbone to the sky. If lowering the heels down is too much for your hamstrings, you can always micro bend the knees instead. Okay, lower the right knee down. Bring the left knee inside the mat once again. Release your toes. Sit back. Catch your breath here. Let's stretch the wrists. Bring your palms down, pointing your fingers to the back. Just lift your hips, okay, a few inches or centimeters maybe away from your heels. If you want to go for a deeper stretch in your wrists, you can bring your hands a bit more forward. The more your hands are forward, the deeper the stretches become. But be careful though, don't be too much for your hands, especially if you're not familiar with this stretch. Then try to push your hips down. And I hope you're feeling something there, okay? Because definitely I do feel something. And slowly lift the hips, just release the tension. And come back down. Okay? Walk the hands forward once again. Then lower the hips down, the chest down. Bring your hands and elbows close to your ribs, please. Release your toes along the way. Roll the shoulders up and back. Come up to your cobra. Just a gentle back bend here first. Exhale, chest and head lower down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. One last. Inhale. Maybe coming up a bit higher than your previous one. Release. One hand on top of the other. Forehead lies down. Shimmy the hips. And release. Lie on your back, please. Bring both knees to your chest first. Massage the lower back. Left foot lowers down. Right leg lifts. Okay. Bring your heel to your bum. Then stretch it all the way up. So repeat. Okay, point the toes up. And release. Other side. Then once you're ready to fully stretch all the way up. You point the toes along the way. Release. Knees to your chest. Swing forward and back. Come up to a seated posture. Cross the legs in front. Shift your hips forward. Release the legs. Tabletop. Facing the left side of your mat. Okay? Inhale. Cow stretch. Exhale. Cat. Inhale. Exhale. Back to neutral. Remember what you did earlier. This time around, we're now facing the left side of your mat. Inhale, exhale. So remember, hips remain high above your knees. So instead of thinking that you're pushing your hips to the back, think of it as lowering your chest down instead, so that your hips remain above the knees. One more time. Maybe the forehead touches down, maybe not. Hug your triceps in. Slowly lift the chest. Walk the hands back. Release your toes. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Breathing in. And then breathing out. One more. Open your eyes. Walk your hands forward, please. Come back to your tabletop. This time around, the right leg reaches out to the side. Release your toes once again. And push back. Move forward. And then move back. Just repeat the cycle. The cycle of moving forward and moving back. Last one. Hold it here first. Maybe you're feeling the stretch somewhere. Hopefully it's everywhere. And slowly we come back up. Prepare for your down dog. The down dog that is wider though. Maybe adjust the hands. And then go for it. Remember to bend the knees if you have to. The elbow points up to the sky. Look forward, lower the left knee down once again. Bring your right knee as well. So back down. Remember to stretch your wrists once again. Maybe your you're flexible at this point as you try this time as you try this stretch one more time. Maybe you just need to pull back and bring your hands a bit closer to you instead, okay? And go for that deep stretch wherever you are, wherever your hands are placed. Arms are fully stretched. Spine is long, chest moves forward. And then slowly release. Okay, move your hands forward once again. Lower everything down to the floor. Back bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe a bit higher at this point. And release. Release the hips as well. Okay. Push back to your child's pose. We're coming up now. Downward facing dog. From your down dog, bend your knees. Walk to the front of the mat. Take your time. You can separate the feet here. Bend the knees. And just fold. Maybe do some pulses here. Maybe grab your opposite elbows instead, framing your head in between. Come back to the center. Maybe palms are able to touch the mat, maybe not. Okay. Inhale. Chest lifts, Ardha Uttanasana. Then as you exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Hold your folds here first. If you want to go narrower, if you are able to do that at this point in your practice, take that option. You can even wrap your arms behind. Just go for it. Fold. Chest lifts. Let's release the hamstrings here first. Bend your knees a lot. Sink your hips close to your heels. Have a seat, okay? If this is too much, use your hands as an anchor. Lift your heels, okay? Then come back up. Fold. 4 more times. Maybe arms reach forward. Or use your hands as an anchor, okay? So that you don't lose the balance as you come up and go down. One last. And then we slowly rise all the way up. Take your time. Arms reach forward and up. Push the hips forward. Maybe go for a deeper standing back bend. Then bring your hands to your heart space. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Hands to the sides. Okay. Breathing in. Exhale, fold. Halfway. Bend your knees, your right foot lunges back. Right knee lowers down. Arms reach forward and up. Hands down to the floor. Stretch your left leg. Flex the foot. 2 more times. Come back to your lunge. Come back to your half Hanuman, half split. Stay here, breathe. Re-lunge to the left knee, please. Pick up the back knee. Go ahead, stretch that left leg. Lunge it forward once again. Stretch it back. One more. And then stretch. So find your squared hips here. Chest lifts. So that you get to lengthen the spine. You're doing your pyramid here. Come back to your lunge. Walk all the way to the right side. Pivot your foot, your left knee remains bent. You're still stretching your right leg here. Maybe do some pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go all the way down. Maybe flex the right foot along the way. If you're not yet there, just stay here up instead, okay? So remember to feel the stretch and check in where you're feeling the stretch. If you're feeling pain, release the posture, please. Slowly, wherever you are, come back up. Allow the toes to that. So 2 more times. One more. We lunge the right knee. Prepare for your pyramid. Stretch. Go back forward or move forward once again as you come back to your lunge. The last one here. So remember, adjust. Try not to overstretch the front leg. Bring also attention to your back leg, okay? So if that would mean softening the front knee, just a little bit, soften the front knee, please. So chest moves forward, so you find the length in the spine as well. So release the pose, soften the knee, walk all the way to the left. So pivot the foot, but continue with the bent knee here. Your left leg remains stretched. Remember your pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feel free to stay, or feel free to go down if you can. Just try. Always use your hands maybe as support if you're still struggling in lowering the hips down. So you can also use your hands to push yourselves up. Then adjust the feet. Okay, at this point, grab your toes, big toes, with your peace fingers. Inhale. As you exhale, try to bend your elbows out to the sides and try to point them to the back if you can, so that you get to spread the upper back here. Inhale. And just breathe out, release. Bend your knees here. Walk all the way to the left. And then step back once again to your downward facing dog. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Knees lower down. Move your hips forward and down. Open the chest. Push back to your child's. Walk the hands back. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Inhale. And then exhale. Open your thighs. Release your hips, please. And just stretch your legs forward. Let's sit in Dandasana. Bring your legs together. Flex the feet. Hands by your sides, okay? So gently push the floor so you get to lengthen the spine here. Open the chest just a little bit more. So visualize yourselves, okay? Pressing your back against a wall. And just focus on one spot that is not moving. Bring your concentration there. And continue to breathe. And then slowly release. Okay, reach for your feet, maybe hands over your feet. Maybe just grab the big toes, just like what you did earlier. Or maybe any part of your legs instead. Inhale. And as you exhale, fold. So even if you don't go deeper here, maybe that's enough for now. Maybe just feel where you can come to the edge of your stretch without hurting yourselves in the process. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, release. We'll start first with the right leg. Then your right knee here. Bring your foot close to your sit bone. And then release your right knee down as you press the sole of your right foot against your inner thigh. Okay? Janushirshasana. Inhale. And as you exhale, walk your hands forward and just fold. You can grab the foot if you want to. So know that you can always modify the posture according to how you feel in your practice. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, release. Soften now the left knee. Bring it in, the foot. And then lower your left knee down. Come to your 90-90 or almost 90-90 here. Okay? So this is one way of opening the hips, stretching the outer part of your thighs without putting too much tension on your knee joints. Okay? Inhale. As you exhale, come to a twist. Just a gentle twist here. Left hand, right knee. So notice if you're leaning back too much. So you use your hands, okay, to push so that your upper body stays upright as your hips remain grounded. Come back to the center. So let's try to fold forward here. Inhale. Then as you exhale, just lower your elbows down. Fold. So notice if you're putting your weight onto the right side. Just try to even it out. We're coming back to the center, okay? Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, release. Okay? So slowly shift your weight to the right so that you can release the left leg forward. Then bring your right knee up. Then stretch your right leg forward. Okay? So let me just change direction here because I don't have space on the left side. But you can feel free to just stay wherever you are if you have spaces around you. Alright, now the left leg, left knee comes to a bend. And release your left knee down. Bring the sole of the foot against the thigh. Right leg is active. Right knee points up to the ceiling. Inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead, fold. Reach. Do whatever feels good at this point. Remember to find the balance in your stretch. That's where equanimity comes in. That word often is seen in the modern literature of yoga. It's always aiming for equanimity, finding the balance, okay? Inhale. Exhale. Now we bend the other knee. Okay, so you shift your weight to the left as you slowly slide your right foot behind. Almost a 90-90. Okay? Inhale. Then as you exhale, twist away. Left side. So notice if you're hiking up your left shoulder as well. Sometimes I have a tendency, unknowingly. Okay? And then slowly release everything back to the center. So you're now facing this side. Okay? Inhale. Find the length. And as you exhale, just fold. So if you have the length at this point, maybe you don't need to bring your elbows down. Maybe you can reach your arms forward. Maybe you can release your forehead down. Just explore. It's your practice anyway. And if you're aiming for something and that aim doesn't materialize according to your desire, try not to judge yourself along the way. Try not to get disappointed. That happens. Maybe in your next practice it will happen. Or maybe even if you do it 1,000 times, it won't happen. And that is also okay. Slowly we release the posture. Take your time. So remember to shift first. So release the other leg. Stretch. And then release the other one. Okay, scoot your hips forward. Lie down your back. Hug your knees back to your chest. Massage, massage. Left foot lowers down. Right leg reaches up. Almost what you did. Like what you did earlier. Bend now the right knee. Cross it over. The other leg. Squat your hips to the right as you bring both knees to the left. Slowly release the twist. Other side. Hips to the left. As you slowly release everything to the right. Slowly, going back to the center. Unhook the leg. Knees to your chest once again. Maybe a bit wider at this point. Prepare for your happy baby pose. Grab any part of your feet here. And just swing away. Back to the center. Try to bring the soles of the feet close to each other. Maybe curl up. Elbows out to the sides. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just gently release your feet down. Maintain the open knees here. Support your thighs with pillows, with blocks, with blankets. Let's cleanse our breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Open them out. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. You can place your hands on top of your thighs to support your legs. Or maybe bring your heels farther away from your groin to make it easier for you. Or maybe you can just release your hands down to the sides, palms up. Allow your shoulders to relax. Eyes are closed. in, breathe. I'll come back to you once we're done with the practice. Stay there. Just try to quiet everything down. Your thoughts, your body, your feelings. Just allow everything to slow down. So that the body can fully relax. So you can really experience the full benefits of your Shavasana. You can stay with the knees in bent position, or you can fully stretch your legs at this point, just to give yourselves, something much more relaxed than what you were doing earlier. Remember to come back to the quietness of your thoughts, quietness in your body, in your heart. And just allow yourselves to breathe there. Inhale, and then exhale. Slowly come back to the spaces around you. Allow yourself to gently move, to feel alive once again. Bring life and blood to your body once again. Give your legs a stretch, your arms a stretch, your entire body a stretch. Then curl up like a ball as you bring your knees to your chest. Maybe wrap your arms around your knees. Lie onto one side of your body. And then slowly come back up. Any seated posture will do. Hands to your heart space. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Let's breathe in for O. Thank you for allowing me to hold space for you tonight. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your strength as well. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I wish you peace, peace, and peace. Namaste. Thank you very much, guys. Stay healthy and be well. Okay? Bye-bye.